Without your clients, you have no business. You know what they say, if you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. Don't be afraid of issues. Embrace your lash problems. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariel and I am the co-founder of Flourish Lashes. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about I just kicked the desk. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about a few things that you definitely need to know to be a lash artist, but things that aren't necessarily talked about as often as they should be. So let's get into it. Okay, so first thing that I want to talk about is something that is super tricky and I think it's super undervalued when it comes to becoming a lash artist, and it is using your non-dominant hand. So if you are a right-hander, you have to use your left hand, and then if you are a lefty, then you have to use your right hand. The only thing that makes this a little bit more complicated than it normally would be is that we don't necessarily use our non-dominant hand for precise things. So when it comes to lashing, one of the things that people don't realize is that it can be extremely frustrating when it comes to doing something that our body is basically rejecting. And it takes some time to build that muscle memory, basically. So just remember that it takes 21 days to build a habit, and don't let the frustration get the best of you. Your clients are your core, and what that means is you literally have no business without clients. So let's jump into customer service. A huge part of being a lash artist and just having this business entirely is literally customer service. And it's honestly something we don't get taught in our training. It's something that's not necessarily talked about. And I think in the lashing industry particularly, it is taken a little lightly. So honestly, there's so much that I can go into about customer service. It is an entire book. But what I'm gonna do here is kind of break it down. So I have 3 really good tips that you guys can take and resonate with and start growing on your own. Tip number 1, something that unfortunately a lot of lash artists don't do is realize how apologies can go a super long way when it comes to, you know, the service industry and you providing something for a client. When it comes to apologies, you don't understand how that makes a client feel. But sometimes we forget and we don't put ourselves in the situation at all. And realistically, if you had an issue and you went to, you know, the service provider and they apologized to you instantly, that kind of gives you some sort of self-gratification in some way or another. And to be honest, before something escalates in any type of way, the best way to de-escalate the situation is to honestly throw in an apology, because it can seriously help. Tip number 2 when it comes to customer service is to have multiple solutions for your issue or your client. Having multiple solutions will really calm your client down and make them feel that you care, you want to see them succeed, you want to help solve the issue, and you're trying your best to actually do something. And honestly, having multiple solutions will make your client feel heard and make them feel a little bit more inclined to get involved in a solution. My last tip in terms of customer service is to never, ever underestimate the power of a yes. Being able to accommodate your client and say yes to them can keep them coming back longer than you can imagine. Of course, within reason, definitely don't kill yourself, but if it's possible and you can make it possible, do as much as you can. At the end of the day, I said it already, this is your business. Without your clients, you have no business. So why not go above and beyond to make sure that you have clients coming back? Don't be afraid of issues. Embrace your lash problems. So when it comes to actually experiencing any type of issue with your clients, whether it's skill, whether it's customer service, do not be afraid. I feel like the first thing is we all get so scared, so shy, and we're like, we don't know what to do, and it is fine. Yes, I get it. It's a first time, but make sure that you are taking these problems head on. To be honest, if you are lashing on a regular basis, you have clients coming in and you haven't had any issues, any problems at all, to be quite honest, you do not have enough clients. It takes problem solving, it takes troubleshooting for you to gain experience. For instance, my situation, why I'm able to teach you guys on YouTube, why I'm able to have training programs, it's because I faced all these problems. And having something for yourself, starting a new business, you have to take these problems on, not be afraid, and work through them. You know what they say, if you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. There's something like that. To be honest, up to this day, I still face, my own issues. If you guys go back a few videos, you'll see that I had a problem with a client that had super oily skin, and it was definitely a challenge for me. But challenges are how we get better, it's how we grow, and it's how we actually become amazing lash artists. So long story short, if you don't get the experience and you don't face these problems, you'll never be able to grow. And when you do face these problems, again, don't be afraid, just look for the solution. So that means finding an avenue to actually help you get out of this. So don't be afraid to go out and look for a mentor if there's somebody that, does lashes as well. If not, Facebook groups are phenomenal. You can type in your question and you will get a ton of responses, or scroll through, people probably had the same issue and there are a ton of responses for that already there. If all else fails, don't be afraid to ask a friend. Maybe, you're in lashes, your friend's in makeup, maybe you're in lashes, your boyfriend's in barbering, I don't know, but that's a similar industry. It's kind of a service base, and in terms of customer service, you may face the same challenges, so don't be afraid to ask. So at the end of the day, you still want to make sure that you have a great relationship with your client. So that means being honest with them, letting them know that you may not know the actual answer right away, but reassuring them that you will find a solution for them, and of course, get back to them with a solution. This video has so much information in it, but honestly, I had to condense it. So if you guys want a part 2, definitely let me know, and I will definitely dive deeper into these tips, especially some customer service stuff. If you guys don't know where to start, let me know in the comments and I will definitely do something for you. But if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back with something new next time. Bye!